Time is now 10:23 a.m. on Friday, the 3rd of November. We are in the second day of our three-day event here, the 2017 DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase. I'm Dave Shallbetter. Most of you know me as the host of Sun and Fun Radio. This time I am the host of the showcase stage, along with my partner in crime, Mike Daniels, who happens to be hiding behind the camera today. But we are going to be here all through the event. We're going to be giving presentations by our vendors, exhibitors, sponsors, etc. Going out Facebook Live. So hey, out there at Facebook land, I hope you all are enjoying your day. Well, watch this video and realize what you're missing and come on over to DeLand, Florida. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I've heard that no rain in the forecast, mild temperatures, mid-60s overnight, mid-70s, upper 70s during the day. Beautiful weather for airplanes and flying, and pretty much everything you want to know is here at the 2017 DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase. Our first speaker for the day is our friend Lou Mancuso from Bristell Aircraft. Good morning, Lou. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
And we're glad you're here. Now, Bristell, you guys make some kind of little airplane, don't you?
Yes, we've made 350 of them, and we love them.
But tell us about the Bristell Aircraft.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I used the mic by mistake.
The Bristell Aircraft is an all-metal, two-seat side-by-side light sport aircraft with IFR capabilities. It only weighs 720 pounds, so it has a 600-pound useful load, which means it has extraordinary climb rates. It's wider than a Cirrus, 120 knots, so it's faster than a Skyhawk. The support is terrific from BRM Aero in the Czech Republic, where it's made, and the financial stability of BRM Aero is outstanding. They only have to do 25 planes a year to meet their financial obligations, and they did 100 planes this year. We sold 10, 3 of them the customers chose to make them IFR capable, and the other ones they kept them more modest and lower prices. One of the special things of the Bristell is we have the Garmin G3X panel in it that in a Cessna 172 would cost over $300,000, and our panel is about $30,000 with all the sophistications of a G3000. And that's some of the special features about our plane. Shall I go on and tell more of it?
Please. I'm going to pass the mic over to you and let you tell us all about it.
You'll be able to ask questions here in a minute.
Questions,
There you go. So, some of the things that make the Bristell unique is that planes need to be safe. And in my journey, I was a dealer for 6 other light sport aircraft before I became the importer for the United States for the Bristell. And I have a 10-year contract with BRM Aero to sell this plane in the United States, Canada, and Central America. Well, in my journey of flying other light sport aircraft, I realized that 720 pounds, they needed to be flown slightly different than other planes. So we designed a landing technique for these planes that make it able to land them more softly, consistently, and along the way I became the landing doctor. So my website is thelandingdoctor.com or bristellaircraft.com, and my main business is celebrating its 72nd year, and that's midislandairservice.com, midislandair.com, and that's in Long Island. I winter here in the Villages, Florida, 1 hour north of Orlando, where I keep my Bristell demo plane that I show. And we do the demos at the shows as well as at the Villages, Florida. Some of the things that make the Bristell stand apart from the pack, the biggest one is the weight. It's over 100 pounds lighter than a lot of the competition, which gives it superior climb. 120 knots, a lot of planes do the maximum cruise, but 51-inch wide cabin, we're the widest in class. We have adjustable rudder pedals, so we can go from a 5'4" person to a 6'8" person, and the wideness here. We have wing lockers, luggage in the cabin for 2 airline carry-on bags, 128 pounds of storage, so you can carry all kinds of luggage. And in having the best in all categories. For example, our wheels and brakes are wheels and brakes. And the Behringer wheels and brakes have sealed bearings. So they last like for 10 certainly is. So you do not have to take the tires off when you do a 100-hour in a flight school. And we haven't as yet put the Bristell in any flight school, but now that we've designed our landing doctor program, which consists of ground proximity awareness training, where we fly the plane down the runway around 1 foot with the instructor working the throttle, full flaps, 55 knots. So we do slow flight down the runway in a landing attitude on a day with a crosswind, and we'll typically do 20 or 30 of those until the new student will learn how to knock the balloon. And of course it's critical, if you're not going to damage the plane, you're going to make smooth landing, you have to know how to knock the balloon. So in our landing doctor program, we teach them this ground proximity awareness training so they know how to make smooth landings. We have a graduation coin, a challenge coin, that we award our customers when they complete their LSA transition trip. And it's the landing doctor 3-part, all comprised of the personal limitations checklist, ground proximity awareness training, and defined go-around point. In 1992, I took the FBO over from my dad, and we had 5 accidents resulting in 9 fatalities over 30 years. And that was not acceptable to me, so I wrote a book called The Personal Limitations Checklist, Expert Decision Making, Think Like a Pro. And every one of our renter pilots back at the FBO, we have 20 planes in our fleet, must complete his personal limitations checklist, which will keep him safe. And since 1992, we've never had a fatal accident at our FBO since our customers use the personal limitations checklist. And that's the cornerstone of the landing doctor program, and every Bristell customer has to go through that, which we feel makes our plane very safe. And our latest thing is we're introducing Bristell Flight Academies, where a young person can come to us with a private pilot, and for $2,000 down and $361 a month, we will train them right through to ATP. After 150 hours, they will become a light sport CFI, and they will work for us teaching other people to fly. So they'll be getting paid for most of their 1,000 hours that they need before they get their first corporate job. They'll be getting paid instead of paying for their flying time. So we feel we're the low-cost producer of getting somebody from a private to a corporate job. And that's pretty much, I think, what we need.
I'm going to fire a couple of questions at you. First off is, Bristell has what presence here on the field? Where are you at? What's your exhibit number here on the field?
We're in booth 10.
In booth 10. And for our friends out there watching on this Facebook live stream, what is your website again?
It's BristellAircraft.com, thelandingdoctor.com, and MidIslandAir.com.
Great. Now this flight academy you're talking about, you said you're in the Villages, which is a little north and west of us here, probably about due west of us actually. Is this going to be, your academy going to be near the Villages, or where is your academy? You open up all over the country? Well, where's your locations?
Well, we are also BristellFlightAcademy.com, and our main location is in Islip, Long Island. Satellite location is here in the Villages, and another one in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So if we have someone training in our New York operation in January, February, and March, where it's ugly up there, they'll come down to the Villages. I have a 3-plane hangar here in the Villages, and we base the Bristell here in the Villages. So someone can learn in New York and come to Florida for a few months. I get RVs on my property so they can have a very affordable place to live while they do their training, and that's our business model.
Great. Now, you had mentioned that people come to you as a private pilot. Are you going to also offer basic flight instruction, or is it only private pilots transitioning up?
Of course we do the private pilot training, but they have to pay for that. The financing starts after they get the pilot, and then it's $2,000 down and $361 a month. But they're basically paying me back my money because they're getting a job at 150 hours, and then we pay them between $12 and $22 an hour, and then they get a bonus $11 an hour on tuition forgiveness. So it's very affordable.
It is very affordable. Mike, you have a question? You're raising your hand, man.
I got lots of questions.
I
just moved from outdoors.
Come here. Come up here. Come up here and take the microphone. We're going to have Mike on the mic.
I'm not near as smooth as Dave. So, the villages by Mount Dora?
It's 1 hour north of Orlando, the 100,000 community place, and I have a 2,400-foot grass strip, 5 FA1 in Fruitland Park called the Flying Palomino. That's where I keep my Bristell.
Awesome, that was my next question, because I didn't think the village just had an airport. I'm looking at a pocket to fly out of, actually. So I'm a private pilot, and if I wanted to come hang out with you, I could start flight training and advance my ratings that I have. And if I got a light sport instructor rating, you would actually pay me to help pay you back for my training?
That is correct, but you're too big. We wouldn't bring you on.
Sorry, honey.
Not to be a wise guy, but you know, we only have 480 pounds to work with, so we got to watch who we hire.
I understand the light sports and all, and then you got to be able to get the student in the plane as well. So if it was just me in the plane, I'd probably be okay.
No, actually, we're 51 inches wide. Believe it or not, us two porkers would fit.
Yeah, but the weight wouldn't be right. We couldn't take any fuel.
Well, let's see. You look like you're about 210, maybe 310.
I like your math.
Yeah. So let's say between the two of us, we're 500 pounds.
Okay, I'll say that.
We could still take 120. We could still take 4 hours of gas with you and I in the plane.
So what's the useful load of this aircraft?
600 pounds.
Oh, so I can work by a skinny student.
Yeah, well, actually, they could be as big as me. I was really just giving you a hard time. You probably actually could do it.
Because I'm 300 pounds, and, you know, which is, I realize, a little large to even think of light sport, but I love flying them. I float a few of them.
Yeah, well, I just reconsidered my math.
I like you more and more.
Well, we try to have fun, too.
So, Andy, you had a question?
How much does it cost anyway?
Okay, Andy out here in the audience wants to know how much they cost.
Steam gauge one.
Steam gauge version.
First of all, we are in 2017 coming up on 2018. And if you're going through my professional training to become a career pilot, and you're talking steam gauges, if you don't have a smartphone and an iPad, you're not even allowed to commit to my program. You got to be with the technology. You got to be with the technology. And the technology is glass. There's no DG with precession. There's no artificial horizon to fail. It's all digital. It never breaks. It's 10 inches. The Garmin GPS Touch, the latest technology. We got to be with the modern world.
All right.
We would give you steam gauges if you insist and you want to buy my plane for about $140,000 with steam gauges. We would take your order, but not after. I had to try and talk you out of it first.
Garmin glass is great. I've flown behind it a lot in the DA40, and it's awesome. Of course, it's different glass for this plane, but still, good stuff.
Yeah, the display is amazing. It's 10 inches. It's so easy to read. We have a setting. We can make it round dials. It doesn't have to be taped. We can select round dials, so you have an old-style airspeed, old power altimeter. So it's like steam gauges, but better.
So you get to go with a digital 6-pack of steam gauges, digital displays. And actually, that's kind of cool that a lot of the glass panel display makers are doing that. So you can, if you're used to reading a 6-pack, you can change your display to a 6-pack, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So now
But I know the old time.
nicely equipped. Let's start with base price and then a nicely equipped aircraft. You said 140,000 of steam gauges. Is that 140,000 the starting price? What's the starting price of the aircraft?
The starting price is $128,900. I spec'd one yesterday for a gentleman. It came out to $159,000 with a picture like this, but with a simpler paint scheme. It had the big 10-inch Garmin GPS Touch. It had ADS-B, traffic and weather. It had the modern transponder that meets all the code, the 10-watt powerful comm. It had an autopilot with altitude hold, GPS tracking, flight director, wing lockers, dual landing lights, nose wheel steering, toe brakes, which he wanted. So he had a number of options that were not necessary. He probably could have got it down to $149,000 if he didn't check off the wheel pants and the toe brakes.
So for $150,000, is that $159,000 or $150,900?
It was his was $159,000 that he spent.
All right, so still $160,000 gives you a very capable aircraft. And what's your range on it?
About 800 miles. It holds 32 gallons.
So get you a good ways, 120 knots, you said? That gives you a good speed, a good range, and a good fuel economy. We need to get moving along here. We got another presenter coming up. Anything you want to add before we take off?
No, thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak. It's Lou Mancuso, the landing doctor, here to make flying safer.
BristellAircraft.com, thelandingdoctor.com. Here on the field, just go up and look for the beautiful Bristell Aircraft out here on the field. Lou, thank you so much. I appreciate you making time and chatting with us today. And this will be up on the Facebook page, DeLand Sport Aviation Village Facebook page. Please share with your friends. Folks out there watching us on the Facebook Live, please share with everybody. Let them know. Trying to get it aware, make people aware we are here and what we're doing. Those vendors that are here in the tent and the vendors that can hear my voice, you have not scheduled yourself to come up on stage and give a presentation, please come on by and talk to us. Folks that are here watching and listening, stop by our table over here. We're going to have a sign-up sheet. We're going to be giving away some door prizes. We're going to do a drawing for a nice door prize at 2 o'clock. So please come over, sign up for a door prize, get a ticket, and win something. In the meantime, I'm Dave Shallbetter. I am the host of Showcase Stage for the next 3 days, or next 2 days. Yesterday, it makes 3. Along with my co-host, my partner in crime, Mike Daniels. And we will see you shortly, folks.